The night was Christmas Eve of my junior year of high school. Me and my buddies were bored, so of course, we did what any normal people would do. Took the trucks off of our skateboards and we went to an icy hill. We decided, well, we don't have snowboards, so we're just gonna go sled down this with our skateboards. When I went down the hill on my second try, I took a weird turn and I tore my ACL, MCL, and some fun stuff. So I was out hard. Here's the thing about me. I love sports, and my sports season was coming up. So this kind of took me out of commission for a little bit. But you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anything? It was during this little tiny time period where I was down after this little injury that I discovered a big piece about me. Now, before any of this had ever happened, I would make fun of anyone that watched anime. Anyone. Didn't matter. I thought it was weird, and I thought if you watched it, you were weird, so it really didn't matter to me. But during this little time period, I was really bored. I had nothing to do, so I turned on some anime, and the rest was history. I fell in love. Now, most people, they still think it's weird, and that's fine. I don't care. But to me, it's not really just a show. Some of the characters from it have really shaped the person who I've become to. So really about this character identity thing that I wanted to share about this, it's two special characters to me that have really helped me become who I am. The first person, Roronoa Zoro. Now, he's a special character from the show One Piece. And in this show, it's basically about this captain who wants to create the best crew he can and to find the magical treasure at the end of the show called the One Piece. In it, Roronoa Zoro plays the part of he wants to become the greatest swordsman alive. So, like any normal person, he trains, and he works super hard. Eventually, he comes against his greatest foe. His name is Mihawk, and he gets absolutely obliterated. It was horrible, no joke. But it was in that moment, he said a quote, "I will never lose again." And he literally meant it. So he took a 2-year break, started training like there was no tomorrow, and that's his whole go. It's all he does, all he thinks about is work towards that, lives for it. Now, the next character I wanted to hurry and introduce, his name is Asta. He comes from Black Clover. Now, similar to Zoro, he has big dreams. He has big aspirations. He wants to become the Wizard King. Now, here's the thing about Asta. He has no magical powers. None. The only person in all of the show, in all of the world, that has no powers. Yet he wants to become the most powerful wizard. Through this show, slowly he works hard, and through his hard work and determination, he becomes one of the strongest characters that we know. And he's still working hard, still going, because the show's still going, but he keeps going with that. Now, the big thing that I've learned from these characters, it's not really just the show, it's who they embody and who they become. From it, I've learned many different things. Zoro has taught me hard work, determination, and focusing on your goals and setting nothing less than what you really want. From Asta, I learned hard work, determination, follow your goals once again. But even past that, you don't have to be born with any kind of special talents. You don't have to be born with a predestined destiny or anything like that. But rather, you have to have a mindset that you'll do whatever it takes to win. Now, in at least where I've grown up, a lot of people, when, like for instance in elementary, when asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Me, friends, we'd be like, oh, we want to be in the NBA. Oh, we want to play pro football or whatever. And, you know, in elementary, like, yeah, go you got it. But as you got older, high school, junior high, slowly they'd tell you, you know, it's not realistic. You can't really do that. And a lot of people kind of kills their dreams, and because of that, they settle for less. But for me, luckily, during this time period, right in high school, I watched these shows, and they really inspired me, and they helped me to be the person who I am today. So because of that, I'm still following my dreams. I'm still chasing them. My goal, I want to be a pro rugby player. I've already played a little bit, but haven't quite got there again. And, you know, it's not very likely, and there's no real chance. My genetics definitely don't help. I'm 5'6", under 210 pounds. It's not really the genetics for a pro rugby player. But there's anything at all I've learned from those shows. Doesn't matter your genetics, how you're born, what you're born with, really just who you are. All that matters is what you want in your dreams and how hard you're willing to work for it. If you can do that and you set your mind on it and you're willing to die for what you believe in, what you want, then there's no way you can't make it. And at the very least, as long as you're going along the path in your dream, then life's going to end pretty well for you. And you're going to follow what you love, and at the end of the day, that sounds like a pretty good life to me. So yeah, with that, thank you very much. That is my speech.